And if you were wondering, it's Tranea Chanel, not Tranea.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's real gloomy, real rainy, real ugly. So I'm about to do my makeup and tell y'all about the time I got fired from MAC Cosmetics. So where do I begin? And I realized I'm in a different background. I'm just in my living room. Okay, so one day after I graduated aesthetic school, I was walking through the mall doing a little graduation shopping because bitches felt good about themselves. What the fuck, I ain't never finished nothing in my life other than high school. So I went on a little shopping spree. I'm walking through the mall and I'm leaving out of one of the department store entrances, and I noticed that it's a MAC in there, and I've never seen a MAC in our mall like a day in my life. So I'm walking around, I'm trying to see if they got chestnut in stock. If you know, you know. So as I'm looking around, I'll get to the front register and I see that they have a hiring paper. So shit, I do makeup. This is a makeup store. Y'all hiring? Hire me. I left my information with the girl at the front. She gave me her manager's number. I ended up sending her my Instagram and some pictures of my work. And I got a call back probably 2 weeks later. So during my call back, she just told me my school is a partner with Estee Lauder. So it already looked good on my resume. So she offered me the job right then. So on the call, the manager tells me basically I'm gonna be a freelancer, which means I'm not employed directly through MAC. I'm an Estee Lauder employee, but I'm gonna be working at MAC. Does that make sense?
Y'all see how this foundation melted into my skin? Gaga, sister, I drink.
So while I'm on the call, he breaks down that she isn't in my city. She works from another city and she just floats. So she won't see me a lot, but she basically just introduced herself. So now, fast forward. My first day of work is scheduled, which I started, my interview and everything was in April. I started in May, the first weekend in May. So my first day, I come in with my all black. When I got there, it was one of the MAC employees. Now, she was an actual MAC employee. Remember I told you I was just a freelancer. When I get there on my first day, she tells me she only works 1 or 2 days out the week. She's still in college, da-da-da-da. I'm either gonna be there by myself or with this older man who works there, which he was cool as fuck too. So she just showing me everything on the floor. So I'm like, so when do I get actual training? She was like, well, you're a freelancer, so I don't really know how that goes. She worked for MAC, not for Estee Lauder. So she was just basically like, I don't know what they're gonna do about your training. So I eventually meet the other guy that she was talking about, and he was cool, like I said. So boom, he said, because he was more seasoned in the industry, he was basically telling me freelancers, we're just there to promote MAC products. You know, if somebody's walking through wanting to look at shit, you show them where shit is, you recommend shit, you send them to the register. Whoever's at the register is gonna ring them up. Okay, cool. I also did makeovers there. So if somebody walked in wanting to get matched, wanting to do a wedding trial, makeup for any reason, I just had to encourage them to buy shit on the way out, basically. As I'm working there, starting to fill my shifts in, I am there a lot by myself, which the girl employee, she did tell me that I would be. So you feel me? She just gave me her register login number and stuff. So the days that I am by myself, I can ring up the merchandise. So for months, I am, first of all, there with no training. All I know is where shit is and my coworker's fucking cash register number. As I'm there working and stuff though by myself, I am making some cool colleagues. It was this one lady in particular, I loved her. She was so quirky and I don't know, she reminded me of an iCarly character. I loved her so bad. She started coming and sitting with me a lot. You know, it was a vibe. So I recall one day I was, it was like a slow day in the store. What else is there to do? You can't sit down, like, you better get to organizing shit. So my store, for some odd fucking reason, you know the drawers in the back? It'll be like, for example, heroin. It'll have like 10 testers open and then only one out. So we're going through the testers. We're trying to see how many has multiple, and we're looking at all the drawers. We're like, damn, like out of like 50 shades of lipstick, probably like 40 has over 5 testers for it. So the lady that's that I usually talk to, she's like, y'all have so many testers, like, you're a freelancer, why don't you take an extra or 2 for your kit? Like, they don't need all these. I'm like, shit. I mean, I guess. I didn't know we could. So she's just telling me, like, yeah, when they have extra product that they're not gonna use, like, they don't care. They're not about to use it. So I'm like, this job got all the perks. So I remember one day in particular, I was working with the older coworker. He was there that day. So this is the only reason why I feel like they had me fucked up, because they could have went and verified the information. So me and him, we are at our register talking, and the lady coworker, she comes over and she hands me a bag of testers, like old testers from her makeup counter. So I'm like, thank you, whatever. She goes on about her business. As she walks off, he says, girl, don't be taking nothing like that from her. Da, 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 da. They consider that stealing if they didn't sign off on it. So basically the managers at the department store would have to sign off on it before you could take it. You see where I'm going here? So I'm like, I'm not about to lie. I've been taking testers home because she said that I could. So boom, he told me it's okay, you feel me? Just don't do it again. And don't take any advice from her ass, basically. So okay, cool. This happened in like, I started May, July. So at this point, I'm still an employee, clearly, still pulling my weight, still taking makeup appointments every day. I'm doing my big one at work. So I work all the way until, I'd say about the end of September is when they started slowing up on shifts. And I called my manager and I asked her, I'm like, is there anything else available? Do you think you have another MAC counter or anything near that I can work at? Because you feel me, it's creeping up on holidays. You know what that means. So she like, well, we hired more MAC workers, like actual MAC employees. So the freelancers' hours was gonna be cut basically until holiday time, which was end of October, like beginning of November. That's when they would have more shifts open. So I'm like, okay, cool. Apparently they don't got shit for me, so what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just wait till I get some shifts. While all this is going on, I got some of my friends hired. Like, I'm doing my big one for MAC. I'm fucking with them. So boom, it's the beginning of October and they still haven't had any shifts open up. So I'm like, okay. I text her again. I'm like, hey, like I would even travel. Like, what's going on? The pay was too good, y'all. The pay was too fucking good. I'm like, shit, I'll do whatever y'all need me to do. So as I'm talking to her, she's like, actually, I've been having something to talk to you about. So we might as well get it out the way. So I'm like, okay, cool. I still didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we're talking. And she was like, the department store expressed that they didn't want you back because you were switching samples out. I'm like, switching samples? Switching them for what? So she like, basically they're saying you were stealing. I'm like, steal? That made me, I almost shitted on myself. Stealing? So I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? Then it dawned on me. Yeah, basically she told me, I'm still hired through Estee Lauder. I can't go back to that department store. Yeah, so she was basically telling me we could appeal it. And for a little bit, I was like, okay, yeah, because they got me fucked up. And I just couldn't wait to see their face when I walked back into work with my motherfucking black outfit on. Because I wasn't the only person of color, but the other person of color was like, you know what I mean? So I was the only black woman there. And it was just giving a fight that I was not gonna win. And that's probably not even the case. But that's how defeated I felt. Like, what the fuck? I actually love makeup. I actually love my job. If you've been doing makeup since like 2014, 2015, you know being a MAC girl or a MAC boy, working for fucking MAC is a dream. So I was actually really sad to leave that job. Like, I really wanted to fight for my job. I just didn't feel like once I came back, I would be comfortable. This incident happened years ago, like years plural. Like, just imagine how I feel. First of all, I can't go back in that. Well, it's been years, I probably can. But they said they didn't want me back in that department store, which I didn't give a fuck. I wouldn't wear a bitch ass thing in there but a Kurt Keigler. But it's just weird, like, most of my old co-workers from there work in other makeup stores around the city, which is only a pinch full. So imagine a bad bitch trying to walk in anywhere to buy makeup. I used to work with these people. They probably gonna think I'm coming in there to steal. Is that not fucking embarrassing? Ugh. And then now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, cause like I said, me and the lady was cool, but sometimes she would say little shit like, when I was 22, I would never imagine getting a job like this, or I would never imagine getting a job that pays this much, like, da 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 da. Okay, cool. But also now that I'm thinking about it, what if it was my coworker that saw me get the shit? I just automatically assumed it was her. But now that I'm thinking, mister, you might be a culprit too, bitch. I'm really ashamed, but you gotta think about it. If my job description is to upsell your makeup and you're telling me to take some of the extras home, and I make content, I make TikToks and YouTube videos, I'm thinking like I'm about to be the best thing that ever happened to Mac. Like, I'm making makeup videos. I'll add one right here. I'm making makeup videos, like telling people come see me at work. I'm at work doing a full face beat with nothing but MAC products, making videos. Like, I'm thinking like I'm about to start making the money. No, bitch, they had me calling unemployment. To my old co-workers, if you had nothing to do with me getting fired, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope the grandkids are okay. Hope everything's going lovely. Hope everything is prospering for you, and I hope your life is like better than ever now. However, if you're the reason why I got fired from my favorite job in the fucking world,
death to all of them.
Oh. No, I'm just playing. So, well, anyways, y'all like my makeup? Let me know if y'all want a more in-depth tutorial so I can show y'all like the products I used. And yes, I use MAC products too. I still love y'all MAC. If you would have me back in a different state and city, I would love to come back. So, I mean, if you could look past the little theft, train me properly, like. Anyways, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you want more stuff like this, because I got story times for days. And I can talk. I hope you have a blessed day. And come back to see me next week. Oh, yeah.